who wants to get into a job? That's it? Only few hands? Rest of them? You don't want job? You want to start your company? Okay. So today I'm going to discuss about cyber security. Okay. My background is totally into information security. How many know about cyber security? At least you heard the term. So how is it impacting our day-to-day lives? Any of you guys? మీరు వింటున్నారా డైలీ స్కామ్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి? స్కామ్స్ ఇస్ జస్ట్ వన్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ. డిజిటల్ అరెస్ట్ విన్నారా టర్మ్? నో. మీకు ఆన్లైన్లోనే కాల్ చేసి పోలీసులు కాల్ చేస్తున్నట్టు మిమ్మల్ని డిజిటల్ అరెస్ట్ చేస్తామని చెప్పి మీరు ఫైన్ పే చేయాలి, ఇంత పే చేయాలి అని స్కామ్ జరుగుతుంది బయట. ఆర్ యూ గైస్ అవేర్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్? Yeah. So technically these are all scams, right? What is the main reason behind it? Attackers ki motivating money. Money is just one thing. Afterwards, data. Yeah, good. You guys are following me now. So let's dive into it. Anybody can explain me how internet started? You guys are using internet at your homes, mobile hotspots. What is the main reason behind it? Do you guys know? Guys, if no one is interested, you can go out and make sure you get the attendance. Okay? You can walk away. I'm happy. At least 2 people are sitting here. I'll teach them. I'll hire them. It's up to them. So if you are not silent, if you are not participating in this discussion, I don't need you guys. You can just walk away. So today's objective, I'm going to discuss about information security, the overall picture of cyber security, and understanding the difference between privacy and security. There is a lot of confusion, right? What is the difference between privacy and security? And we will cover some other important topics in cyber security domain. You guys are allowed to carry mobile phones. Some slides you can take some pictures because there might be some crucial terms where you need to understand. So make sure when I say so, you capture the data. Okay. So can anybody explain how the internet started? You guys remember World War I, World War II happened? So at that time in 1960s, 1940s, 1950s, in that era, what is the main? By giving it to the person, right? So as the person needs to carry, over the time they change it with the words, right? At the time of World War, the technology is improving. Transistors, electronic devices, they just started manufacturing, right? So first time they laid a wire from one place to another place in US. So US has defense project named DARPA. Can you go to next one? DARPA is their defense project. At the time of the war, they want to communicate quickly, fastly, and make the things get it done. So at that time what happened? So DARPA is did the research how to communicate from one place to another, and they came up with set of protocols. You guys heard of IP? What is IP? Internet Protocol. So what does it do basically? It explains how the communication works, right? From one place to another place, from one device to another device. All the layers in the internet, right? So you need to understand these concepts in depth, okay? So after internet started, what happened? Communication, domain scale, .com. Everyone you must have googled.com, facebook.com. So .com is what? A domain. Like that there are multiple subdomains, right? .in for India. So all the communications happening through internet started from 1960s onwards. So what we usually generate every day, you guys text each other, Yeah. What do you generate? Data. Someone said data. Absolutely right. Is it valuable? Obviously. Data has some value, right? So when you take a message to your friend like, I'm going to come college today in the afternoon, that means it has some meaning towards it. And that is valuable for you both. Like that, data will be valued from person to person. Are there any classifications in data? Do you guys know how the data is segregated? If you go to organization, is that the data same for you guys to text between each other? No, right? So that is a crucial data. You are not supposed to share with each and everyone. So if you see from 1969, the first internet message sent, till today, 2021, that's a previous image, there are 4.6 billion people on internet. So today it is more than 5 billion. So 5 billion, if you count, it will be too much. So each and everyone generating some data across the internet, that is heavy, right? So you have to make sure how data needs to be protected. Cyber security is all about protecting the data within the internet, and you about them. Okay. And actually, the information security started in 1960s as well. So evolution of cybercrime started in 1990s in US, in abroad, other countries. They started abusing the internet as well. So hackers are there from olden days as well. So cybercrime as a service. If you want to hack someone, you can go to darknet, you can hire a hacker, and they will hack their profile. So nowadays it is as a service, it is available as well. So okay. If you print some information on a piece of paper, that will be in physical form. But if you same matter, if you send it in a digital format, that is in a digital format, right? So information security deals with all kind of security among certain data. Suppose if you have a piece of data, whether it is written on a paper or whether it is in a digital format or any other format, the protecting itself defines the information security. But the cyber security part only deals with the electronic devices and electronic medium, most part of it. There is a gray area for both of them. So we call cyber security as the subset for information security. And inside cyber security, what is there? The hardcore network security. Right? So all the wires that lay between one point to another point, the communication security covers these main core principles. Next one. Anybody heard of CIA triad? So if you guys are going for interview in cyber security job role, they'll ask this basic question. That's the first thing. What is CIA triad? Okay. C means confidentiality, I means integrity, A means availability. So these are the three pillars of, and third one. So first one we know confidentiality. That means keeping something secret, right? So suppose like your Aadhaar card, take example. You can't just go and share it to everyone, right? Whenever you need, you share it with the respective bodies. Like if government is asking for you to validate, or bank is asking for you to validate whether you are the same exact person or not, then you will share your Aadhaar card. So those things need to be confidential. You are not supposed to share it with everyone. Second one, integrity. Suppose if you have a piece of document, right? Suppose you are writing your thesis. So maybe among your friends, what happened? One friend came and removed some matter in your data, and you submitted the thesis. and you go and tell your professor that I didn't do that, someone must have tampered with it, right? So మీరు ఎలా ప్రూవ్ చేసుకోగలుగుతారు ఆ డేటా ట్యాంపర్ అవ్వలేదు అంటే ఇంటిగ్రిటీ. సో ఇంటిగ్రిటీ కెన్ బి అచీవ్డ్ బై హ్యాషింగ్ ఆర్ సమ్ ఎన్క్రిప్షన్ మెథడ్స్. ఓకే, సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, బ్యాంక్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్. సపోజ్ మీ క్రెడిట్ కార్డు ఉంది, మీ క్రెడిట్ కార్డు నుంచి ఒక ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జరిగింది, అది మీరు చేయలేదని బ్యాంక్కి చెప్తారు, కానీ బ్యాంక్ అది మీరే చేశారు అని ప్రూవ్ చేయడానికి బ్యాంక్ దగ్గర కూడా సమ్ ఎవిడెన్స్ ఉండాలి కదా. ఎలాంటి ఎవిడెన్స్ ఉంటుంది? They will send some method like OTPs. So they will verify your mobile number at the time of transaction, right? Guys, I am still hearing some noise. If you have any question, ask me. So integrity, that's how you will protect the integrity of any data. And next one, availability. Suppose you are doing a project, you need certain kind of data, or else in your day-to-day job roles you need some kind of data, right? How you make sure that data is available? Anybody heard of cloud? Azure, GCP, right? So why cloud is always up and running? Have you given any thought? What happens if cloud goes down? There will be a lot of loss for many companies, right? If I have a business running on cloud and the cloud is down, that means I lose some business that time frame. So availability means making sure all the data will be available at all the time. So integrity, availability. Let's move on. So if you see, the data can be segregated into 3 different formats: non-critical, critical, and mission critical. Non-critical means you are just texting your friend, that is not much important, right? Critical means there is some kind of information that a business or someone needs to be processed. And mission critical means that data is must for some organizations. Like if you take example of military, not physically, right? So basically Pakistan to వేరే కంట్రీస్ తో చైనా తో వార్ వెళ్తున్నాం డే టు డే, ఫిజికల్ గా వెళ్ళట్లేదు, బట్ వర్చువల్ గా ఇంటర్నెట్ లో వీఆర్ ఫైటింగ్ విత్ ద ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ డే. Our military agencies, they protect our domains. Domains like what kind of domains? .gov. You guys heard about this? .gov. Your Aadhaar card and all your government details, they start with these domain names. Okay? So that's how that data can be segregated and protected. Okay, go to next slide. Why it is shown? So do you guys know how many subsets are there in cyber security? Cyber security any job roles may be idea undi. BAPT analyst undi, SOC undi, security operations center level 1, level 2. Because once you start getting out of college, you need to know. So when you heard these terms, you at least remember and do your Google research, okay? Whatever search engine you take help of. And digital forensics విన్నారా? ఏదైనా క్రైమ్ జరిగితే దాన్ని మళ్ళీ ఎలా జరిగింది అని అనలైజ్ చేయడానికి ఫోరెన్సిక్స్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. అది నార్మల్ గా బయాలజికల్ గా, బట్ డిజిటల్ గా ఎట్లైనా బ్రీచ్ జరిగిన, హ్యాకింగ్ జరిగిన వాటి గురించి ఎలా డిజిటల్ ఫోరెన్సిక్స్. ఓకే, సో can you go to next slide? So cyber security has many domains. Like if you see, security operation covers multiple subdomains. BAPT analyst, SOC analyst, like breach, investigation departments, all these comes under security operations. Like that, Architecture designing is another way. Okay? Architecture is another form of security. Like that, similarly, many subdomains are there. If you go and check in the internet what are the subdomains for cyber security, you can find this. Okay? Next please. So now can you guys tell me what is the difference between privacy and security? Basic understanding, right? What privacy deals with and what security deals with. Security అంటే మనకు తెలుసు ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడం, కరెక్ట్? Like every day we close the doors for our home, right? Why you close the door? To protect from outsiders. Similarly, in internet security is the same, to protect your data, which is in digital format most of the time. And when it comes to privacy, what is privacy? The information about you is privacy, right? Suppose my name, my date of birth, the address where I live, all these comes under the privacy concept. So privacy means the ability to control the information about you is called privacy, and security is protecting that information is security. Okay, you guys understand the difference? Next one. So now you guys understand the difference between privacy and security? Yeah? Next one. So cyber security deals with what? Protecting the critical infrastructure. Can you name some critical infrastructure? Electricity. So when you go home, when you turn on the switch, your lights must turn. So what we call them? Critical infrastructure. Okay? So critical infrastructure is needed for country. Respectively your bank. So your bank should be up and available running all the time. So critical infrastructure covers many subdomain areas, and those things also comes under cyber security. Okay? If you see the average cost of any data breach is $10.10 million. So how much is a dollar now? Yeah, you guys know well. So 10.1 million for one data breach is very expensive, right? So when you hear about all these data breaches, what do you think? Only attackers are stealing money, or there is some kind of other motivation behind it? So it depends from one attack to attack. So all attacks are not only based on financial means. Okay? Next one. So if you see here, the three principles of cyber security are people, process, and data and information. Okay? So these are the three principles that you need to understand. Can you go to the subdomains? I want at least everyone to take a screenshot, or at least for you to understand what are subdomains in cyber security. So you guys go and search in internet what kind of job roles that you can apply for. Okay? So every day there will be so many cyber attacks happening, right? So what are the main motive behind it? So there must be different motives, right? For each and every attack. For every attack, if you want to understand what happened, you need to understand the mindset of the hacker. So what hackers? There are types of hackers: grey hat, black hat, white hat. Why there are so many? So if you guys know some kind of a tool like network scanner. If you guys start doing scanning for multiple domains, is it allowed for you to do? Do you think is it legal? No, it is not. If the company finds out your IP address and MAC ID, they will come and they will file a case against you. And the minimum time period for the jail is 3 years right now in India. So don't do any stupid things because there are far more advanced tools that can easily identify you. Even though you mask your IP address, MAC ID, they can still come and find you. So ethicality matters a lot in cybersecurity. Okay. So as we are discussing, there are different mindsets. If you see nationwide, like countries fight with other countries. Like recently, Ukraine war happened. Maybe you observed they started bombing their laptops and radios because they exploited a vulnerability in their electronic devices. They just sent remote signal. They just blasted in their pockets, in their laptop bags. So now the virtual threat is converting into physical threat. Like someone is really hurting, right? So the importance you need to understand. Similarly, criminals with profit. Like if you see most of the spam things that happen because of the financial benefits, right? So criminals do for profit. Similarly, terrorist groups do for ideological violence. And who do you think is the biggest threat for any organization? Organizations like example TCS, Wipro, you name any company, right? Apple. Who do you think is the biggest threat for an organization? So this term called insider threat. So people are the biggest weakness in any organization. Okay. So if there is one loss of credential among your employees, your own company might be in jeopardy, right? So make sure these concepts you understand better, okay? Insider threat, we call it. So employees are the weakest threat in any organization, okay? Does anybody heard of digital footprint, this term? What is it? You heard of digital footprint? So you guys log into multiple devices. You might have mobile, laptop, right? Maybe afterwards your iPad and second mobile. You guys log into your online accounts, right? Your Gmail, your social media, all these things. Can these be tracked? Do you think they can be tracked? You might think that I opened a certain account in only one device. How can it be into my personal data, right? So even though if you log into multiple devices, it will keep the behavior and identification of your internet searches. Okay? So that's how the digital footprint will come into the picture. So the websites you visit, the emails you send, all these things can be uniquely stick to one ID. There is a digital footprint ID for each and every person. You may not know that ID, and that is unique for you as long as you are alive and even after your death. Okay? So that footprint will be stick to that ID. Next slide. How many of you are on social media? At least Instagram, Snapchat, everyone? Taking websites? No? But okay. So Instagram, right? You guys upload so many pictures when you go for trip. Yeah? Do you guys know there are some companies who do the facial recognition based on your images? You know Meta, right? Facebook? Who owns WhatsApp? Meta? Facebook? Instagram? So if you take only one company that holds most of your data, right? Your day-to-day WhatsApp communication, your location, your address, your online behaviors, all these things are tagged together like the digital footprint that we discussed, right? That can be easily tracked by. So, how many of you are planning to go abroad? Maybe in future, maybe you will plan, right? After completing your college. Do you guys know to work in abroad now you have to submit your online accounts as well? Not only your certificates, you have to submit your social media accounts. If you don't submit, they will know that you have certain social media accounts and they will return, give you the information about it and they will disclose these accounts. And do you think your reputation matters in internet? Reputation means మీరు ఇప్పుడు మీ ఫ్రెండ్ ఎవరైనా తిట్టాలనుకున్నారు లేకపోతే ఆన్లైన్లో ఎవరైనా తిట్టారు, అది ఆన్లైన్లో ఇంటర్నెట్లో ఉండిపోతుంది కదా అలాగా. సో అది మీకు ఫ్యూచర్లో ఏమైనా థ్రెట్ అవుతుందా, ఎప్పుడైనా ఆలోచించారా? సో వెన్ యూ సబ్మిట్ ఫర్ దీస్ జాబ్స్ అబ్రాడ్, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు గో అబ్రాడ్, all your digital footprints, like when you go for a trip, how you upload your photos, when you share it with your images, whom you are sharing with, all this digital data will be having certain rating. So ఆ రేటింగ్ అనేది మీది ఎక్కువ ఉందనుకోండి, మీకు ఆ జాబ్ని కూడా అప్లై చేసినా మీకు క్వాలిఫై అయినా కానీ ఇవ్వట్లేదు ఈ రోజుల్లో. సో యూ నీడ్ టు బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ వాట్ యూ గైస్ ఆర్ షేరింగ్ ఆన్ ఇంటర్నెట్, like social media platforms. Okay, next. So the reputation part that we discussed, right? So definitely don't do anything stupid on internet. So don't blame anyone, don't go and try to hack some company, you know, even though you might think you know some tools, that is not enough. Okay, next. How many of you save your passwords in your browser? At least few of you. In Google Chrome we save our passwords. Why? What is the reason? Next. For convenience, right? We don't want to remember. Sometimes we have the fear of forgetting. So that's why we save. Next. Sometimes it's just laziness. I don't want to remember. So do you think, shall we save the passwords? Yeah? Is it the same method now? Do you think that is saving your password in your browser? Not anymore. Okay? So if you save your password in your browser, what happens? If there is a man in the middle attack, this term, man in the middle attack, what happens from your device to the network? There must be sitting someone and capturing all the data. Whatever the login credentials that you enter for your bank, whatever the messages that you send to your friends or emails, all the conversation can be captured at network level. Okay? So to protect from that, this method is not recommended. If someone sends you a link, you just click on the link, maybe your browser gets compromised. Right? So anybody heard of password managers? Can you name few? Password managers. One password is there. There is this company. So we are using password managers to manage our passwords now. We are not typing our passwords anymore. Do you guys know how to check the strength of your password? I'll just show you a small demo. So there is this website security.org. Okay, you can go and check the strength of your password. So if I just type my name, just give me a second. You can go to Google and just type what is my password strength. You will get this website from security.org. So if you see, so just suppose if I am typing my name, what happens? My name as a password can be instantly cracked. Suppose if I add couple of numbers, now it will take 42 minutes for a computer to crack my password. What happens if I add some symbols in the keyboard? It will take 4 years. Similarly, if you increase the spaces up to 15 spaces, right? Then the complexity of the password is higher. You might keep your password as your pet name, parents, family names, your date of birth included. These are not recommended anymore. So you might ask me, how should I keep my password? And that too, the lengthy ones like 15 spaces. So what I recommend is, you go take a book, you remember a phrase of a sentence, okay? Like, I am a good boy. Okay? What I will do, I will change the letters to zeros and symbols. You understand? So, let me show you. So, A I will write as at the rate . So I can change the numbers into alphabets and you can still add numbers. It will increase the complexity of your password, right? So that's how you need to keep your password available. Or else the simple way is, you can subscribe to a password manager. Okay? I'll show you the list of password managers. Can you go back to the presentation? So you guys go to medical stores, shopping malls. Yeah, sometimes for fresh to shop, right? Time of checkout, what they will ask? Mobile number, email. So if you go to MedPlus or Apollo Pharmacy, they will say that if you give your mobile number, you will get 20% discount. Why you will get 20% discount if you give your mobile number? After giving that number, you start receiving the spam calls, right? But have you guys asked, like the pharmacy store, that how you are going to save your mobile number? We now mobile number record save just like they ever don't save just for only we just want the 20% discount, right? That is the perception. Okay, that's how companies, the online data brokers, we call them, they try to get the most accurate data in real time and they sell it online. Even your banks does it, and it is legal. When you open an account in your bank, you sign all the terms and conditions, right? If you go deep and look into the statement, you will see how the banks also sell the data for third-party vendors. So what you guys need to be very careful. So similarly, online shopping, how many of shop on Amazon, Flipkart? Most of us, right? We need our day-to-day needs. But any day, have you guys observed the outer package? ఏదైనా ఐటమ్ ఇంటికి వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? కవర్ చేంజ్ చేస్తాం, లోపల ఐటమ్ తీసుకుంటాం, కవర్ పడేస్తాం, రైట్? బట్ ఆ కవర్ మీద ఏముంది మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఐడెంటిఫై చేశారా? యువర్ నేమ్, యువర్ మొబైల్ నెంబర్, యువర్ అడ్రస్, order ID, right? So these are all called what? Personal identifiable information, PII. Remember this term, PII, personal identifiable information. This is very crucial. To protect your privacy, you need to control the hold of your personal identifiable information. So these are the things, and few other things: Aadhaar card, PAN card, right? Once you start your job, you need your PAN card. All your financials will be associated to it. So if someone knows my PAN card, they can even track my bank accounts, credit cards, civil reports. So there are multiple chances. If you lose one piece of crucial data, all your personal data can be available on internet. If I know your full name, I can identify where you are from, where you live, and what you do. So that is the level of access that we have today on internet. Okay, so make sure when you are sharing certain data, think twice. Why I am sharing that data, whom I am sharing it with, and what is the need of sharing that data. So, do you guys know Aadhaar can be masked? There is a service in government website, Aadhaar portal, to mask most of your Aadhaar numbers and give it to someone. You can do that. If they want to verify, they can verify with the last 4 digits, not the digits in between. So you can take advantage of certain techniques. Okay. So, are you guys being tracked? You guys have mobile phones, right? So, how many apps have access to your location? Maps, that's by default. Snapchat, why Snapchat needs your location? Tell me one reason. Are they going to come to your house and give you some gift for using Snapchat? No, right? Why you are giving access to your location to third-party apps? Never do that. No Snapchat, no Facebook, not even government websites. They don't ask for your location. Even if they ask, you can decline it. There is an option for you to decline, right? Allow or deny. Limit your sharing of your location. If you allow apps to change your location constantly, like every 40 minutes, every 1 hour, they will send a beacon to the servers that, okay, this guy is sitting here at this latitude and longitude at this hour, at this minute. Right? So by just knowing that, I can easily track your physical location. Okay? So never give apps, third-party apps, your location. And you might ask me that I need to access the maps, right? If I am going to a new place, like I am coming to this college, I don't know where is this college located. I have to search in the maps. So at that time you can give access, but once you reach here, you can turn off the location services. In every phone there is that feature, right? So don't give access to your location to any third party app. Not only location, nowadays it start asking your Bluetooth. Do you guys know why Bluetooth? So there is this new technology called Bluetooth beacons. If you go to a shopping mall, right, they have these beacons installed. So once you enter into the shopping mall, they will identify that a new person entered into the mall, and they will start sending the ads. So if you open Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, you see all the ads we are selling in that specific mall. So that is next level. So that's how they are targeting you as a user. Okay. So all these data analytics are happening right now. You assume after 3-4 years you are graduating from your college, there might be some new technologies. So the first thumb rule, you need to update yourself. Okay? Every year there must be new technology coming you might not heard. Like if you 5 years back there is no cyber security degree, but in your college now cyber security degree started, right? So similarly like that, AI is making so much breakthroughs, right? So make sure you are aware of all these new technologies. Next. Everybody installed antivirus in your devices, in your laptops, mobile phones, at least for 3 months. Avast. Why you guys didn't install antivirus? Sorry. ఎందుకు ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకోలేదు? ల్యాప్టాప్స్ ఎంతమంది ఉన్నాయి ల్యాప్టాప్స్? ఎందుకు చేసుకోలేదు? ఒకవేళ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు చేశారు? ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడానికి, రైట్? సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ వైరస్ ఫైల్. Can you name some antivirus companies? Kaspersky, McAfee, right? So, what do these companies usually do? ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా వైరస్ ఉంది అని తెలిస్తే దానికి తగ్గట్టు యాంటీ వైరస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది రాస్తుంది ఆ కంపెనీ. బట్ అసలు వైరస్ ఉంది అని తెలియకపోతే దానికి యాంటీవైరస్ అని ఉండదు కదా. So mostly if you ask me, antivirus is just a publicity stunt. So if there is a virus really exploitable in the market, if those companies are not aware of it, then even though if you have antivirus installed, that is of no use. But there are some detection rules and behaviors that these companies track. So the file in laptop lo తెచ్చుకున్న తర్వాత ఆ ఫైల్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఆటోమేటిక్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుందా, డేటా స్టోరేజ్ ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తుందా, ఇలాంటివన్నీ జరగడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, మీ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ అనేది ఫుల్ అయిపోయి ఇంకా డేటా ప్లేస్ లేకుండా వైరస్ అనేది స్ప్రెడ్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ క్రియేట్ chaos among your devices. Okay, so these are some plugins I want you guys to install on your browser. One is HTTPS everywhere. Anybody heard of DuckDuckGo browser? So there is this privacy browser most of the IT people will use for the privacy search engine, that is DuckDuckGo. Okay, privacy badger, ad blocker, you must have heard it, to block your ads in your browser. Ad blocker is one. So try to install on your browser, you will see the difference before and after. Okay, how many of you guys use incognito? Most of us, right? So do you guys think if you use incognito browser your data is not tracked, it is not in your system? It is definitely there. Who knows your data mostly next to your device? Your ISP, internet service provider. మీకు ఇంట్లో మీ ఇంటర్నెట్ సర్వీస్ ఎవరున్నా జియో లేకపోతే హ్యాత్వే, ఎయిర్టెల్, ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ కంపెనీస్ కాల్డ్ ISPs, right? Internet service provider. They provide the internet as a service. So they know from where to where the data is being transferred between the devices. So even if you guys use incognito browser, your network admin will know what you guys are doing. So don't be stupid, okay? So by just using the incognito mode, you are not safe anymore. So to protect that traffic, right? So what we do, you can install VPNs. VPNs are virtual private networks. So once you get into a job role, right, you will be having access to your VPN accounts. So what VPNs do? They will encrypt the data from your device to the server that which you are transferring the data. Okay? So there are some free VPNs available. If you guys go to internet and just type 1.1.1.1 Cloudflare, it's a very good DNS protocol. So you can start using that. They have an application also in your mobile. You can download and use it. So there are similarly NordVPN, some CyberGhost. These are available from one. As you need, you can go and install those applications. You guys are you following me? Any questions so far? No questions? You guys are feeling more interesting? So, you guys heard of spam? What is spam? Spam will be in different ways, right? It can come in a form of email, next phone call, next text messages. So why there are so many formats? At least one among them you will be the prey, right? I'll stop talking, guys. You can start talking. If you guys have questions, that's okay. Anybody heard of privacy screens? Anybody using it? Why? At least girls, you can start using the privacy screen. I will take you an example, okay? There is this woman traveling from airport to her house very quite often. And there is this guy trying to track her. So every day what he used to do, he used to stand behind her when she sat down in the bus and he used to sneak peek into her device. Okay? మీ డివైస్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నారు అవన్నీ కూడా వెనకాల నిలబడితే కనబడతాయి కదా. ఎప్పుడైనా గమనించారు మీరు కూర్చుంటే మీ పక్కన వాళ్ళు మీ డివైస్ని చూడగలుగుతారు ఈజీగా. సో మీ డివైస్లో ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఏంటి అవన్నీ చూసుకుని ఆ గై that lady follow into thread చేశారు. So those things are real. This is a use case happened in Hyderabad. Okay. So for your own protection, try to install privacy screens. It is the same price as your regular screen guard, but if you see, you can devices in only one angle. పక్కన చూసిన వాళ్ళకి కనిపించదు, మీ మాత్రమే కనిపిస్తుంది. So I recommend everyone to start using this privacy screen guard. Okay. Next one. So selfie, everyone likes selfie, right? And smartphone edition, how many of you guys spend time, how much time you spend on your smartphone? On an average 4 to 5 hours, right? More than that, you guys are lucky, man. So, do you guys know someone can easily access your camera on your device? Most of you guys are using Android, right? How many of you know that 95% of the Android phones are still hackable today? If hackers want to hack your mobile device, they can go into darknet, they will purchase the APK files which are available and they can easily hack you. Not even few minutes. If they want to hack you on your Android devices, they can easily hack you. And what they will do, once they have access to your camera, you guys take your mobile device to each and every place. Bathroom, we like scrolling more than what we do in your washrooms, right? So don't do that. Never take your mobile phones to your washrooms, especially girls. Don't do that. You never know how your device is compromised. So there is this case happened in Michigan, USA. That lady used to take her mobile device every day. That hacker captured her nude photos. She is not aware of it. After 2-3 months of capturing the data, he started blackmailing her to pay the money, to pay the ransom, right? So the threat will be from online to physical threat. So you guys don't want to pray for it, okay? Don't take your mobile phones to your washrooms and private places. And second thing, you guys turn off your mobile phones once in a while. Start switching off your mobile phones at least once a week. The reason behind it, even if there is some background script that is running in your device, if you turn off it for 5 minutes or something, the code will be stop executing it. So once after turning it on, it might get disconnected from the server. So at least once every few days, like I turn off my mobile every once in a week. That will prevent the background scripts running. Okay? So make this as a habit. It's not one day thing. You have to do these activities at every certain interval. Okay? Anybody heard of this concept, zero trust? So previously, organizations used to trust their employees by sharing the data in between the company. But nowadays it is not the case anymore. They are not trusting each and every employee. They are just verifying it. Suppose you are accessing a resource file or a project file in your project. What they do, they will verify you. Okay? So they will verify you as a person by sending multiple factors of authentication. The device you have, the password you know, right? And the timestamp. At this timestamp, then you will get 6-digit code, whether it might be OTP or physical key. So there are different types of authentication methods, like knowledge based is your password, token based, and characteristic based. Next slide. Anybody heard this? Google Authenticator, Microsoft app. So try to install these apps in your mobile phones, okay? Google Authenticator is with Microsoft Authenticator. Why? You have your Gmail accounts, right? Snapchat accounts. All those companies offer two-factor authentications. So what happens if you lose your credentials, like your username and password, even some attacker has access to it. By enabling the two-factor authentication, only the device which you have access on your mobile phone, it will generate the code at the time of logging every time. So మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే లాగిన్ అవ్వడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉంటారో ఈ అథెంటికేటర్ యాప్లో మీరు ఎలో చేస్తే కానీ ఆ అకౌంట్లోకి లాగిన్ అవ్వలేదు. సో యూ కెన్ డౌన్లోడ్ దీస్ యాప్స్ అండ్ ట్రై ఇట్ అవుట్. యూ కెన్ కాన్ఫిగర్ ఇట్ విత్ యువర్ జీమెయిల్, your all social media accounts. Okay? Cyberbullying, anybody heard this term? Anybody here to virtual interface like internet or anybody is under cybercrime? Anybody had experience? Luckily no. Okay. Next slide. So you guys have any questions so far? I want you guys to take a short quiz, okay? So I will share the QR code. You can open your mobile phones and scan the QR code. Just genuinely answer the questions. Whoever gets more, so there are 26 questions in that. Whoever gets more than 20, I will give you a certificate. Okay? So that is the QR code. Take a short quiz. Silently, please be silent. If you guys have any questions, you can just ask me. So So I also have a startup, okay? I have my own company called Cyber Exam. I do a lot of activities with the multiple police departments and agencies. So whoever perform well, we try to sponsor the internship opportunities and we will take it from there. I hope everybody can get the access. If you don't have access, just take a photo or screenshot, you can do it later. I'll give till end of the day. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. You guys are so lucky because your college allows you mobile devices. But if I go to some colleges, right, they don't even entertain mobile devices. You guys are lucky in this case. So, anybody interested in a hackathon? I'm actually planning a hackathon with your college, probably in month of January or February. Whoever performs well, we will give the summer internship. Okay? So we'll plan something out. Anybody got more than So guys, one last thing, okay? When you deal with cybercrime, everything has some jurisdictional powers. So like every country will have. So if you see, every country has their own laws and regulations. Suppose once you get into a job, that company might have another office in Europe, Australia or somewhere, okay? You need to comply with those laws. So India also has IT Act, okay, and DPDP data privacy bills. So know more about this cyber privacy laws as well. And second, if you guys are interested in watching a movie over the weekend, I recommend a few movies which related to some kind of cyber crime. These are few movies. You can take a picture and watch it over the weekend. Snowden, The Takeover, Black, Who Am I? You guys want to know whether you are in a data breach or not? Yeah, you guys want to check yourself? I'll show you the last step. Before that, if anybody wants to connect with me, I'm available to know you on LinkedIn. Okay? You can scan this QR code to connect with me. Or else I have my website, sairam.digital. You can go to my website and connect me as well.
That's it.
So guys, you can go to this website, haveibeenon.com, okay? So if you just type in your email ID, I'll type in. So he typed his own email ID. So if you scroll down, that email ID is under attack. So that email ID has been breached in multiple attacks. You can scroll down. The first one is exploit, corruption, dubsmash, Canva. So whenever these companies are in data breaches, your login credentials will be leaked for the hackers. So what I will do as a hacker, if I go to this website, if I know your email ID, I just type your email ID. So I know that you will be in so and so data breach. So I will find that data breach in the darknet. I will get the credentials and try it out. So this is how the hackers reconnaissance your personal data. Okay? So never share your email IDs as well. The thumb rule. Okay? Whenever you share your personal information, make sure why you are sharing it, for what purpose, and be vigilant. Like always think twice before you share your personal information. With that, guys, I would like to conclude my today's session. You guys have any questions? Anybody wants to ask me any questions? Feel free to ask me. There are so many concepts in this cyber security, but if you guys have any questions, you can ask me, okay? You know how to reach me. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning to one and all. So, how is the session? And what about yesterday's activities and sessions? Mixed response. So, you want more time for enjoyment and cultural activities? So, that will go good way. So students want time for practice for flash mob, but they don't want time to prepare for PPTs and quizzes. Please see your mindset. This is very essential in participate in various activities. Apart from flash mob, every time is there.
Very good afternoon, students. Sir is asking you the feedback of the session. How many students you have sent, we don't know. But yesterday and today together, I invited nearly 22 speakers of this technical fest. Different departments of all branches of engineering colleges. So, different departments. I don't want your appreciation like that, but you should know the real fact. Other day also chairman sir, he addressed all final year students, make it mandatory, that's why all the final years came and they participated in Project Expo. In this group, how many second years, third years, I think mixed group of second years and third year students. So I invited the guests from IIT, NIT, BITS and Osmania University and JNTU and industry. So yesterday together all these 22 speakers and directors from NIT Raipur, Professor Raman Rao sir he came and State Council Vice Chairman Purushottam Rao sir he came and other technical speakers are from renowned national and came. Why we have arranged management yearly they are spending more than 5 this event. Why we are organizing means being a common people, if we can go to their premier institutes like national institutes, they will not give even appointment to us. They have regular schedule they have, but we have requested them to come to our college and address our students. If we can go means one people out of this crowd, any one student get inspired, might be they can go and approach them. If you are there in third year, no, for internship, if you can get one internship, you have to roam around their company, their institute nearly 10 times. Then only they can give you internships. Whereas they are coming here to our place, our college, they can address so many students, they can inspire them. Yes, that is our motto behind this. Out of this crowd, students always they want fun and enjoyment. These 4 years of your life, you will not realize the importance of the life, value of the life. 4th year only, once you are attending the placements, you know the reality, where you are, how you are. If we are asking you to give your SD, self-details or self-introductory, one student also cannot open your mouth, can't speak. In the mass and group, you can able to shout there, you can do all the sounds there backside. Yes. So student life means parallelly if you can plan both. At least we are asking you to concentrate daily one day seriously for your career, for your settlement, then life can be set for you. Yes. So big round of applause to today's technical session. Sairam Garu, Cyber Extra Security Solutions Private Limited. With his young age, I think he's around 30 plus age, he went to abroad and he started companies there. So he again come back to India and he started his own company. With his company today morning, I requested him to give MOU for internship to our students and if possible for the placement also. And thank you, Sairam sir. So I request big round of applause to students. Our intention, how hard work they have done to reach this position. We should get inspiration by seeing those people how hard work they have done. Fun and enjoyment can be there in the life. Along with that, if you can take your future seriously, you can be in good position. Yes? Will you agree? Yes. Concentrate on that. I am requesting Principal Sir to felicitate today technical speaker Sairam Garu and big round of applause to Ramurthy sir. So he came from IIIT. Professor Ramurthy sir, Department of Computer Science, came from IIIT. After IIIT, now he is as a professor working in Mahendra University. Big round of applause to Professor Ramurthy sir. Ramurthy sir earlier came to a college like this technical fest. I think 2 times he came to Hyderabad campus and 1 time I have sent him to Vizag campus also. Thank you sir. I accepted my request again this time and blessing this function. Big round of applause to Ramurthy sir.